Hello, this is Kate, and this is your weekly Oracle card reading. So today I'm using the Life Purpose Oracle cards, and they're a new deck by Doreen, and I got them for my birthday the other day, so this is my first time using them. So the first card is going to represent Monday and Tuesday, and we've got freedom, and it says, "You're free to do what you choose." So this is a nice card to get coming into the week. And it just reminds you that you have a lot of options open to you, and that even if you might not feel free, or you might feel like you have a lot of limitations and restrictions around you, you actually have really an unlimited ability to create your own reality and to kind of shape your life the way that you want it. And so this card just encourages you to kind of look at what your beliefs are about yourself and your abilities, and to take a real close look at what your thoughts are and what you believe your limitations are. And if you feel yourself kind of blaming people around you or situations for making you feel stuck or unfree, this card's just kind of a gentle reminder to kind of bring things back to yourself and recognize that you have a lot of untapped power and potential within yourself to really change your opinions and beliefs and the way that you look at things in order to change your world around you. So it's just letting you know that whatever you experience in the outer world is often a reflection of what's going on inside of you. So if we kind of look at what's inside of us and start there with making changes, then over time things are going to show up in our surroundings. But it's letting you know that you are free. Even if you might not feel that, you definitely are, and you certainly have a lot of power to make your own choices and decisions regarding that. So moving on to the middle of the week, we've got body work. Okay, I don't know if you can see that very well. And it says, your life purpose involves body work, such as massage therapy, energy healing, physical therapy, or exercise training. So coming into the middle of the week, this card is just a reminder that you want to keep up any kind of healthy eating habits you have, and keep exercising, get outside for some fresh air. But it also reminds you to pay attention to any kind of minor body symptoms you might have. So if you notice you maybe are suffering from tension in your neck and your shoulders, or perhaps butterflies or anxiety in your stomach, or even just kind of minor aches and pains or headaches, things like that, it's just reminding you to use those symptoms as kind of a key or a doorway into learning more about yourself and what's going on for you. Because quite often, if we ignore certain things, we might have certain intuitive insights or ideas or feelings, and we might suppress those and kind of ignore them, and then eventually they will show up in the body as a physical symptom, like a headache or queasiness or anxiety or something. So this is just a reminder, if you have any kind of persistent physical symptoms, to use that as a way of going deeper into yourself and learning more about yourself. So it's almost it encourages you in a way to kind of have a dialogue with your body and establish that kind of close connection to your body, and be able to communicate with your body and actually really listen to and honor the messages that it gives you. So moving on to the weekend. And we've got author. And it says, you have a book inside of you that wishes to be expressed. Make the time to write it. So quite often we'll have ideas or something that we want to get down on paper, or even kind of a fresh way of looking at things that we want to share with people. And sometimes we'll talk ourselves out of it for whatever reason. We don't feel we're good enough or smart enough, or we might not think our viewpoint is interesting enough. Or we might think we don't have the talent to write, and so we'll talk ourselves out of it. And even if we do know that we have the talent, sometimes we'll you know, occupy ourselves with busy tasks, or we'll tell ourselves we're too busy to make the time to sit down and write. And so this card's reminding you that if you have been having ideas as of lately, ideas to write a book or to write an article or something, it's really important for you to make that time to write it. And it doesn't have to be huge chunks of time. You don't have to set aside a whole hour every day if you don't want to. You can set aside 10 minutes in the morning of writing. And it really kind of encourages you to kind of just get writing. So you don't have to have, your whole idea for a book in order to start writing, or you don't even necessarily know exactly what you want to write about. But if you're just getting that inkling to write and that urge to write, one exercise you can try is just continuous writing. So getting a blank notebook out and setting your timer for about 10 minutes, and then just writing continuously without stopping, without really thinking about what you're writing about. Just write whatever pops into your head and just go with it, and don't stop, don't analyze it or try to make it sound right, but you just kind of have, a stream of consciousness writing. And that's one way of kind of getting past any creative blocks, and also getting past that voice, that inner censor that we have that's always censoring us as well. Okay, so taking a nice look back at the week, we've got freedom in the beginning. So realizing that we have a lot of power and creativity to create our world the way that we want to, and to affect our lives in a way that's meaningful for us. And then body work, so listening to the body and also honoring the body through eating well and exercise, and establishing a real kind of loving relationship with your body. And then moving on to the weekend, we have author. So if you've been thinking about writing lately, if that's something you want to do, this is encouraging you to get writing. So this weekend is a really good time, if you have time on the weekend, to sit down with yourself and just let your creative talents flow onto the page. So I hope this has been helpful. My name is Kate, and thank you so much for joining me.